Hi, Pandas. This week, you guys are going to be studying WWP List 2. And your words this week are all going to use the long A and the short A sound. And I know when you look at this list, you're going to think to yourself, Miss Ray, you are crazy. I know how to spell these words. And that's okay. I'm glad you do. But I want you to take a moment to listen to the rules, because this is what can happen. One day, you might see a word that looks like this, and this word is unfamiliar and it looks pretty scary because there's all types of syllables that make up this word. So let's use our strategies that we've talked about in class. If we get to a word that we totally don't know, we can go to the dictionary and we can look at the dictionary online, and it's going to tell us where the syllables are. So Miss Ray is going to take a moment to just draw some lines, and that we can see that there's 4 syllables in this word. And then the reason why your words this rotation are going to help you be stronger at spelling and stronger at reading is because you're going to understand that based on our patterns, it's going to help us to know the sounds these words are making. So we learned that when a syllable ends in a vowel, this vowel is going to say his name. So that gives this A that long vowel sound. He's going to say A. And we're also going to see in our word list this week that when you have a vowel and a consonant and another vowel, which is typically that E, this E is going to have the power to jump over only one consonant to make this guy right here say his name and make him say A. So all of our little strategies are going to help us for when we get to these larger multi-syllable words. Okay, guys, so here's your list. Why don't you take a moment, pause the video, take out your list from your backpack, from your binder, and it should be in your divider for humanities. Take that out, grab some highlighters, and sort these words. Look for the words that are going to have the long A sound, and look for the words that are going to have the short A sound. Remember, the long A, you could even draw a hyphen over the letter, like for instance in the word trace. A is going to say his name, and you could draw a straight line to say, that means say your name, A. You could also do the short vowel symbol, which is like a little U over a vowel. So in the word glass, you could do a short vowel symbol, a U, and it's going to make you say ah there. All right, pause your video and take a moment to sort your words. Hopefully your list looked like mine. Notice that we only had one multi-syllable word. The multi-syllable word I'm talking about here is the word pancake. And in the beginning, the first syllable, we see that short vowel sound. Pan, we hear that there, kind of. And then in the word cake, you definitely hear the long vowel. Sorry, that sure looked like a U. But you hear the long vowel, which should be a straight name. And that guy should be like a little U over the A. So you hear the short vowel sound and the long vowel sound in the word pancake. Now, this guy right here, I didn't know what to do with him because he sure isn't making the A or the A sound. He's actually making the sound, the what. And no wonder why people sometimes think what is spelled this way. I even see that sometimes. What is what we call one of our high frequency words. That's because the way it sounds is very different from the letters that make up that word. So if you think you have trouble with this word, you might want to add it to your high frequency word list. Here's just a little bit of extra practice with some other words. Why don't you take a moment to see which words would have the long A sound and which words have the short A sound. You can pause your video and give that a shot. Sometimes, because the English language is so tricky, you can even have 2 letters that you put together that make that long A sound. Can you think of a word that is written with an EY and it makes the A sound? If you thought of the word hey, like hey mom, then you're right. This EY is a team that's working together, and that team is always going to say the long A sound. For homework, I want you to look in any book that you have at home, and I want you to go on a search, be a detective, and find words with the short vowel sound, with that short A. And you can also put the page number of your book. So for instance, if Miss Ray wanted to, I'm looking at my shelf and I see the book Lunch Money. So I would write down lunch money on my piece of paper. I would capitalize the L and the M because it's in the title, underline it because it's a book, and then I would look into the book and find an example of a short A word and write the page I found it on. One moment while I do that. So on page 61 in the book, I see the word math. So I know math is making that short A sound, and that is on page 61. Why don't you find at least 5 words, whoopsies, hello number 4, find 5 words in your book that have the short A sound and write the page number where you found it. Good luck! Tomorrow you will turn in this sheet of paper that looks like this to your homeroom teacher.